1. Use free loadouts until you feel more comfortable with the game. Save any free augments from these runs for later, you'll need them. Once you're extracting at least 60% of the time, start using custom loadouts and never look back. 2. Here's the custom loadout you want. Don't question it or think about it too hard, just use it until you feel comfortable enough to make your own choices. Bring a looting augment for more space. Craft these at the workbench. Bring a light shield, 5 bandages, and 3 shield rechargers. Close range weapon, preferably the Stitcher, but the Rattler and Kettle will do alright. Long range / heavy ammo weapon, Pharaoh's your only choice early. Bring 1 or 2 stacks of ammo for your close range gun, and about 20 heavy rounds for your Pharaoh. Use the Pharaoh for every long range PvP fight and for killing armored arcs. Keep your Stitcher ready when you're indoors or near an enemy player, that's your PvP gun. You can use any gun for killing unarmored arcs. This is the bare minimum loadout and what you will be using for the majority of your early game journey topside. Once you start feeling more comfortable and want to upgrade your loadout, here's a rough order for things to add. Change it based on your preference. 2 more shield rechargers, 3 to 5 little smokies, weapon upgrade / mods. All of the white weapons except for the Rattler are pretty cheap to upgrade to level 3. Try using green and blue weapons when you find them. I recommend the Berletta with a basic extended magazine, best green weapon without upgrades. After this, start using combat augments and a medium shield. Here's what you save the free augments for. You can turn them into lance for free combat augments. After that, bring grenades and other utility. After this point, it's up to you how you want to customize your kit. 3. Don't be afraid to die. Don't spend a ton of time feeling sorry for yourself if you die. Losses in extraction shooters can feel absolutely crushing for people new to the genre, but here's a little tip that helps cope with losing. Arc Raiders and other extraction shooters are balanced around a low survival rate. If you're extracting at least 40% of the time, you are winning, you are making profit, so don't sweat it. You know what's way more valuable than any loot you could possibly find? Experience. Because experience just makes it easier to acquire that loot again, more importantly, survive next time. 4. You gotta be able to kill arcs efficiently in this game. If you see a big one like a robot, a rocketeer, a bastion, a bombardier, or a leaper, leave it the fuck alone and engage that later when you're more comfortable. If you do aggro one, do your best to get inside a building or break line of sight and escape. Smoke grenades help. Here's the ones you should actually concern yourself with, starting with ground enemies. Pops. These are dangerous little suicide bombers that will blow up near you for massive damage if you don't shoot them fast enough. It only takes 1 or 2 bullets from any gun to kill them. Fireballs. These guys have armor, and they'll chase you until they get close, then spray you with fire. They explode into flames when they die, so stay back and roll away after killing one. You can one-shot them through their armor with your Pharaoh. Turrets and sentinels, just make sure you have cover and peek shot them with any weapon. 5. Let's go over the drones, aka the flying arcs. These are the most threatening arcs out of the basic enemies and should be taken out or evaded whenever possible. It's better if you avoid alerting them at all. If their light is yellow, they're suspicious, they're in search mode. Just hide. If it turns red, they're angry, they're in attack mode, it's time to fight back or run away. If you do get caught by a drone, all of them can be taken out by focusing down 2 of the rotors. There's snitches which float around like UAVs and glow red and beep if they detect you. The rotors are along the rim, they have no armor, kill them ASAP before they get reinforcements. If they successfully finish summoning, be ready to run away because it summons 3 attack drones in search mode in that area. Wasps. These guys are absolutely insane now. They're much squishier than their big brother counterpart, the Hornet, but they're much more lethal. They have no armor, so focus down 2 of their rotors with any gun. Stay near cover to avoid their gunfire, especially if there's more than one. Hornets. These guys are much tankier than wasps, but quite frankly, a lot less threatening. You can just roll sideways to avoid their taser shot, but it can get pretty ugly if you have 2 or 3 drones chasing you. One Hornet forces you to roll out of cover in front of a wasp, suddenly life sucks. They have plating on their front rotors. Use cover to get close and shoot off the back rotors with any gun, or, even easier, shoot the plate off of a front rotor using a single Pharaoh shot. Finish that rotor and the back rotor right behind it with any gun to kill the Hornet. Here's a rough priority for killing arcs. This factors how dangerous they are and how quickly you can kill them. Pop, snitch, wasp, fireball, hornet, turret / sentinel. 6. PvP basics. PvP is a core part of this game. You have got to learn how to PvP if you want to succeed. Not everyone's going to be friendly, so know how to defend yourself. Here's a quick rundown. First off, just like PvE, you need to use cover as much as possible in PvP. Corner peeking is a massive part of the game. It's cheesy, but everyone has to use this tactic. The game is balanced around heavy use of this tactic. Get used to hugging walls and then shifting your camera around to get a better view around the corner. Practice peek shotting with slower weapons like the Pharaoh, the Anvil, and the Il Toro. If a raider tries to push your corner, you pop out with the first strike and almost always win. Never push somebody's corner without 1. A numbers or health advantage, or 2. Utilities such as grenades or smokes to push them off the corner or break line of sight. If somebody gains a health advantage on you and they're already close, they'll try to push your corner. Be ready to retaliate to salvage the fight. If they're not very close, spend that time healing to reset the fight before they can get close. Then use your corner to win. Ideally, you hear or spot other raiders before they hear or spot you. Keep your head on a swivel, keep your ears open, and be careful with your own noise levels. Sprint when outside, walk when approaching a building or exploring it, crouch walk if you hear somebody and want to get the jump on them. Never aim down a hallway. The other guy's gonna see you first while you can't see shit. He's gonna pre-fire you in the face with his Pharaoh. Don't be that idiot. Just watch hallways using the corner trick. Take as many fights as you can early on, especially when using a free loadout. There's nothing to lose. Your loot doesn't fucking matter. Don't worry about your loot. You need to learn how to PvP as soon as possible, so don't be afraid to test your limits and gain combat experience. 7. Speaking of loot, here's a few tips. Blueprints are god. Put them in your safe pocket because it permanently unlocks the ability to craft that item until your next expedition. Yellow is legendary and magenta is pink. Magenta is pink? Magenta is epic. Most items in this category are super valuable. Besides those, the items you'll really want in the early game are green and blue mechanical components, and gun parts to upgrade and repair weapons. Grab arc circuitry to repair medium shields, fabric to craft bandages, and arc power cells to craft shield rechargers. While you're at it, grab as many steel springs as you can for crafting attachments, arc alloys to recycle for metal parts, and anything with advanced in the name for more crafting. Here's a hidden tip for my real sweat lords who actually made it this far. Scrapyard and Wreckage give hella mechanical comps and advanced mechanical comps. Wreckage is the best loot spot in the game. It's never contested, always has 1 to 3 grenade tubes loaded with blueprints and high tier grenades and mechanical comps. Always check here. While in the hideout, you can track any quests, workbench upgrades, or blueprints that you want to prioritize. While in raid, any materials relevant to that tracked item will show up with a diamond marker. 8. If you're gonna take one survival tip away from me, take this one. I see so many players mess this up and it gets them killed. Always save at least half of your stamina when moving from cover to cover. The last thing you want is to be caught away from cover with no stamina left to run from gunfire. If you don't have enough stam to sprint to the next piece of cover, stop sprinting. This way you can recover some of that back while covering some ground. And if you get shot at after doing this, you'll have plenty of stamina to make it to safety. Also, bring smokes. They'll really save you if you get caught outside of cover. I've seen so many skilled FPS streamers just die to lack of cover because they were too stupid to bring smokes. Time and plan your stamina usage. Don't keep sprinting through a covered area such as a tree cluster. Walk when moving through cover to regain stamina. Use that stamina to minimize the time you spend moving from cover to cover. Lastly, if you have trouble winning fights and extracting, try picking one area such as water treatment, domes, RNA, or testing annex, and run this same area over and over until you have it memorized. Your 4th and 5th visit in a row to the same place will often get you so rich. You'll know exactly where people can come from or hide in. You'll know where arcs tend to gravitate in the area. You got all the advantages. If the game's already out and you've been watching guides, stop overloading your brain with unnecessary stuff and focus on the basics. Get the fuck off YouTube and get topside. Experience is better than anything else. So get in there and don't be afraid to die. And most importantly, just have fun, guys. Don't worry if you're not playing like a Giga Chad right away. This game is so immersive and so beautiful, just get immersed in learning the game and watching the spectacles. If this guide was helpful for you, drop a like and subscribe as there's more coming very soon. I'll see you guys topside.